everybody, and welcome to the Fandom Flux podcast, episode 79. I knew it in advance this time.
Woo.
Yay. I am your host, KCW, and with me we have Slicer.
Sexy anthropomorphic pizza. Yeah, I found that. That's a thing that exists.
So your new intro thing is going to be random non sequiturs, then, I guess?
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay, we can go with that. Zero.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm listening to Nyan-Cat on Infinite Loop.
You poor individual.
Yay! I'm happy now.
We've lost him.
Well, I know what the first link is going to be. By the way, I can hear static just slightly. I don't know why. And Kenchi, back from his, let's call it a sabbatical.
Hi, I'm Kenchi618, and I did not destroy my computer with a sledgehammer, though I really, really want to. I really want to hit something with a sledgehammer now. It sounds really cool.
You get it fixed?
It was within warranty, wasn't it?
No, I have people in my life that know how to do computer things, and they were able to help me.
Yay. Well, now your computer is out of warranty. You open that shit up and it's done.
Yeah, here's the thing. They weren't going to do it anyway, because it was a software problem, kind of. So they weren't going to do anything. I called them everything, so they weren't going to do anything anyway.
Oh,
and
that sucks.
And I was just about to take a sledgehammer to it, but then I realized, my friends, some of them are really good at this computer stuff. Not like an idiot Luddite like me, so maybe they can help. Luddite!
I think I prefer his more.
It sounds more smarter.
It sounds more wrong, and that's the point.
Yes,
I guess we're starting with what you've been doing, Kenchi, since you've been basically telling us what you've been doing.
Okay, so got the computer fixed. Yay. I still want to take a sledgehammer or something, so I might be doing that anyway, because it just sounds like a good old-fashioned fun time. In addition to that...
I have it down on good authority that it is a fun time to hit things with a sledgehammer.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. I'm going to enjoy it then.
Yeah. My parents took down a wall with one.
You didn't get to do it?
No.
Aw.
I was busy. Probably recording, actually, now that I think about it.
That sucks. You're never too busy to hit something like that. You could have just gone downstairs and gotten a couple shots in. I would have completely understood.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a while ago. I don't know what. Anyway, you were saying, Ken?
Anyway,
Before I interrupt.
Did some more Honey Pop recordings with Zero.
Not linking that, by the way.
Already
done that.
I don't even think you have to. Let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, updated Less Than Zero last night at 1 o'clock in the morning. The story. I'm really pleased by how that's turning out, by the way. Didn't think I'd be able to go very far in it, but it feels comfortable. So, comfortable to write.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Spoiler warning, so skip ahead by a couple of seconds. Ravager really needs to rip into the protagonist for that "I just want a friend" line at some point. That was the lamest goddamn thing. I mean, it was earnest and everything, but it was so fucking lame.
It was meant to be. Good stuff. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, I hurt myself again. On the same leg.
Kill surprise.
Alright, so, Sunday rolled around, and I went back to practice because I wanted to do something before I had to go to work that afternoon. Sitting around all day was getting really annoying after a week. So I went to practice, and one of the drills involved leapfrogging someone. I had to jump them. And the takeoff was just fine. Landing was the problem. So my knee can't do that yet.
Great. Good to know, I guess.
Yeah, completely buckled, and I collapsed, and it was not good for 30 seconds. Couldn't stand up for 30 seconds.
Mm.
And on Saturday, the day before, because I realized I was going back on Sunday, I wanted to see just how badly my leg was still screwed up. So I did this the only logical way, by throwing kicks at a heavy bag.
Why?
to see what it could take. I had to see what it could take. I had to see if I could use it as a base, so I was throwing kicks using that injured leg as the base, what I was standing on.
Oh, okay.
And it was fine.
In other words, putting all of your weight on it.
Yep. So it was fine for every single kick that I threw. I mean, there was some discomfort, but I was still standing and I was able to throw them, except for when I tried an axe kick. So I swung my left leg. Yeah, I swung my left leg up as high as it could, stretching out everything in the left leg. Yeah, it makes you stretch out your right leg, too, to do it properly.
Yep.
So
there's also a slight twisting, I think, which is bad.
So I got my foot to, like, the highest possible point it could go, and then my right leg decided...
Down.
Yeah, I didn't even get to bring it down. I got it all the way up. I was about to bring it down. And then my right leg decided, I don't want to do this anymore. And it collapsed, and I fell back, and it was epic. I wish somebody had been watching it.
How is that epic? I don't understand.
Okay, imagine
Epic
me
fail.
swing... Yeah, epic fail. Imagine me trying to swing one of my legs up to put my two legs as close to 180 degrees as possible, and then just the bottom leg giving out while this is happening.
It's hilarious.
You are not smart when it comes to the limits of your own body, are you, Ken?
Okay, there's an excuse for this.
Oh, this ought to be good.
I know that I'm not 100%, let's just say that, but first of all, it's so boring not being able to do the physical things that I've become accustomed to being able to do. And it's not like I'm in a cast or on crutches. I can still walk and jump and stuff. I just can't do certain things. Certain movements are beyond me at the moment.
Certain strenuous movements, like, say, the ones you might end up doing in exercises or fighting maneuvers, for example.
You know, you say it like it's so easy to not do those things, when you've been doing them every day for over 5 years.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I guess-ish.
There's no shame.
Benefit of the doubt.
There's no shame in my game. I just hope that...
There's a little shame.
I just hope that it'll get better this week. I need to be able to do these things again.
He's going to come back next week and say he's injured himself again, isn't he?
No.
Yeah, probably.
Screw you guys. I'm done.
Really?
Move along. Move along.
We know the pattern by now, Ken. Okay, I guess I'll go next. So Ken apparently heard me pee just now.
Yeah. His mic is good. His place is apparently not big enough that there's a lot of space between his room and his bathroom, and all the doors were open. So we were about to start this, and everyone had left and was doing stuff to prepare, and I was just sitting here, and I heard him pretty much move his entire house over the course of 5
Listening
minutes.
to KCP. Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
It wasn't awesome.
That wall to my right is the bathroom. That wall behind me is the kitchen. That's my place. That's all of it. So, yeah. Not that big. So, you can hear pretty much anything from here because apparently my mic is awesome. Positives and negatives, you take the good with the bad.
Or you could,
I don't really care, so it's pretty much just Kenchi that's taking the bad, so,
Yeah, I was about to say, what bad are you taking from this? You thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, pretty funny. Yeah. Urine. Anyway. So I started a new story this week. Yay! Fanfare! Casey wrote something! It's been like 6 months. That's usually what happens.
Yeah.
Except for the fanfare thing, because nobody cares.
Oh.
Just self-insert story. Do not expect a lot of reception at all.
Yeah, that's fair. Makes me sad. But, I think I did a good job with it. Shir Gorath is a weird character to write.
Yeah.
I basically had an extended conversation with Slicer about how to write him because, for those that don't know Elder Scrolls lore, he is a Daedric prince, and the Daedric Prince of Madness, which basically means he is a godlike figure that personifies the concept of madness.
Yeah.
In all of its many forms.
Yeah, so he basically has a split personality, and both of those personalities are bipolar, I think.
That about sums it up, yeah.
Yeah. So he will swap very quickly from being all jovial and ha, it's all good fun and everyone's laughing and stuff, and then it's so good to be laughing while you still have a tongue because I haven't ripped it out of your stupid mouth yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, all that said with a Scottish accent, because, of course the Prince of Madness is Scottish. That just makes sense.
To you, I guess. I don't.
No, I'm not entirely sure how that makes sense either. There are literally no other Scottish characters in the setting. I don't know why he's Scottish.
Because he is.
Is he even from that time period?
Who?
Sheogorath.
What period?
Any of the periods.
That incarnation of Sheogorath has only existed for about 200 years.
Oh, then yeah, it's slightly more confusing.
But the original Sheogorath was also Scottish.
So, I think we should thank Scotland for Sheogorath.
Okay. Do you want to do that? Because,
Yes?
Yeah. So that's a weird character to write, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun trying to get that. Mindset might be too strong a word. I don't think he qualifies as having one.
Speech patterns, I guess?
Speech pattern might be closer to it, yeah. Just sort of swapping back and forth from very aggressive to eminently cheerful, you could say manic. Because he's mad, get it?
Yeah, we got it.
Mania is a kind of madness. Yeah. Yeah, so that was weird, but interesting and fun. But now the character's pretty much gone from the series, so, I can't really do anything with him anymore.
He could show up again later.
Yeah. There is the Daedric quest where he shows up, and that's pretty much it.
But generally, as a character, I mean, you're talking about the freaking, personification of madness. There are no limits to when he possibly could show up.
Sure.
Especially given his involvement in the story.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I have set that up, and now I need to continue it because I don't want to be that guy anymore that just starts a story and then does nothing with it, like, say, for example, most of my other stories. I was not actually going to see, so I said, but I'm glad that you have the guilt that's right there to just cop to it immediately.
Yeah.
We suck.
I'm really surprised Ken didn't say anything in his own defense there.
No, Ken finishes his stories.
I know, that's what I mean.
Kind of nuts how he keeps doing that. Well, I say keeps. You've only finished, 2 of them, I think.
Yeah, I plan on finishing them all.
Fair enough. Well, less than 0, you can pretty much finish whatever you feel like.
Yeah, it doesn't matter when the fuck I close that out.
Pretty much squish. It's over.
Well, I wasn't going in that direction, but yeah. You could literally just end a chapter with, and then Max decided it was okay for him to be a hero, and then that's it. That's it. It's over. Character arc done. What else did I do this week? I'm trying to remember, and I can't. Started playing Skyrim again. That's kind of obvious, because I had to for the fic. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so that's me. Yay.
Woo.
Boring week. I'm okay with boring weeks. That's good sometimes.
Yeah.
Slicer, we'll have Zero go last.
Alright. First off, I got Xenoverse
Shut up, Zero.
because I wanted to.
Yeah.
And first off, fuck that desperation move. I hate that thing. Like when you're attacking an NPC and they just kind of throw their arms out and the circle of energy throws you back.
Yeah, I hate that
so
noise.
much.
Yeah. I just want to interject just really quickly because you reminded me that Dragon Ball Xenoverse video that I said I was going to do. Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Oh.
You know why? Very, very simple reason why. Go watch Team 4-Star play Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Done. You're welcome.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a good one. Yeah, they don't hint how grindy that game is if you want to keep your stats up. Which do absolutely nothing, by the way. My strength or basic attack is like 60 or something like that. And I'm not killing things as fast as I should be able to.
Well, it does do things for ki and stamina, obviously, because you can see the meters increasing. And health. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really not by much, though. It doesn't feel like every skill point means anything. Overall, it's a pretty fun game. It's a bit clunky, but it's enjoyable in a mindless sort of way. Speaking of mindless enjoyment, I started playing Hero Clicker. It's Cookie Clicker, but more complex, sort of.
Okay. God damn it.
It's been a few days, and I can't stop playing it. Actually, I think it's been like a week and a half. I can't tell.
Okay, I really need to point out how all of these clicker games are just progress quests. They are literally that, only you click on things.
I know. That doesn't make it not entertaining or addictive.
Can I get a link slicer? Because I googled Hero Clicker and it came up with Clicker Heroes. Is that the same thing?
It's the same thing, yeah. I keep saying it wrong because Cookie Clicker had clicker as the second word, and yeah.
Okay.
So that's a thing. Yeah. Lastly, as I am wont to do, I was browsing porn and characters won't, as in
want,
and whatever. Anyway, I found some character designs I liked, and I checked out the anime Amagi Brilliant Park, and you guys need to see the first, 60 seconds of this manga or anime. It's the best opening I've seen in a while.
Okay, and that was what?
Amagi Brilliant Park.
Okay.
So yeah, the failing theme park, they get the main character to pull them out of the black zone or whatever you want to call that. Debt.
Red.
Yeah. Red would imply they have money. They don't. But any more than that, it's kind of spoiler territory because it's not a very long manga. It's 13 episodes, but only 12 of them are story. The last one is like them making a PR video, and it's the weakest episode in the entire series. I didn't really enjoy it. But the main character is hilariously narcissistic. It's refreshing, almost.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. The third episode starts with him standing in front of a mirror in his new uniform and saying, "Every outfit is a perfect 10 on me." Yeah. That's pretty much my week. It's been note, I guess.
Okay. Zero.
Alright. So I'm going to pause Nyan Cat.
Do that, yeah.
Because I had it on infinite loop that entire time.
Which basically means you weren't listening to anything any of us were saying.
Well, I paused it for some parts. But, so I'm on spring break right now. So that means I can get a lot of writing done and everything, which I'm really excited about. But at the same time, Bloodborne comes out today.
Don't remind me, please.
And I have a PS4.
There's too much stuff I want to buy lately.
So, I'd probably end up buying that. And let's see. So, me and Kenchi mentioned that we were recording Honey Pop. We actually finished it. We've recorded all the episodes. along with a short review that will be posted after it's fully uploaded. Yeah. We faced some difficulties getting up there in the point values.
Yeah.
But
We didn't change the difficulty like some people here.
Yeah, we pushed through it with sheer willpower.
That's great. That doesn't... Am I supposed to be insulted or something?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
I don't care.
And that's the problem.
You have
Nobody
that wretched
cares.
thing called pride. I don't. It's great.
But we did have like a kind of a broken combo with getting... We got 23 moves back at one point. Remember that?
It could have been broke. It could have been brokener. Like
It could have been more broken if we had the you get one move every 4 in a row. But we didn't get that. Instead, we had so you can turn all broken hearts to bells. Then you can get +1 move for every 2 bells on the screen, and then you can consume all those bells to get it. And oh man, we could have even made it more broken if we used a thing so that when you consume something, it didn't use it. But we never did.
Damn.
It was just that occurred to me. I didn't think about it because I didn't think that was a normal consume item. Actually, I think it only works. Yeah, I think it only works for the standard affection thing. But yeah, we got some really broken items in the end, and we broke our way through it.
Broken items. I just couldn't get the sentiment to actually use them. I had trouble building that.
Yeah, the get sentiment for every time you get 4 in a row really helps. Because at one point we ended up with like over 30 sentiment, or multiple points actually. But yeah, Honey Pop is good. If you haven't seen the Let's Play, I highly recommend you watch it because it's fun, and I did a lot of editing and I recorded it myself. I worked hard on it. And
are you trying to invoke the put it on the fridge thing? It sounds like it.
But anyways, aside from that, I finished up final exams.
Yay.
So I'm...
Wait, finals?
Not finals, midterms, whatever. I have multiple midterms. My friend had finals. He was on a quarter system over at his college that he goes to. Other than that, really not much. I mean, I went and hung out with friends and did some D&D the other day, but that's nothing new. All right. That's it for my week.
That's nice. Slicer?
You playing Hero Clicker?
I hate you so much.
I can hear you clicking. I was wondering if
we
you
can
were
all
playing
hear you clicking. I thought you were doing
Okay,
actual
close
work,
the game.
but I guess
It
not.
will consume your life. Don't.
Why did you do this
Okay.
again, Slicer? Yonder
What did
Clicker
you-
was bad enough.
Oh, Yonder Clicker. I have to go back to that.
No.
I'm just kidding. There's no way I'm going to do that. Oh, by the way, did you ever know that Nyan Cat is actually based off Hatsune Miku singing it?
I'm not terribly surprised to hear this.
Yeah, it's the Nyan Nyan
Not at
Nyan
all.
Nyan 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 song by Hatsune Miku, which is apparently in a Nico video stream thing. I found it because there was a description for Nyan Cat, and it said for music, Nyan 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 featuring Hatsune Miku. And I was like, okay. So I have to blame Vocaloid for another thing.
Yeah, Vocaloid's harmless.
They get
So
all
that one time it was on that talk show, I can't remember which one. That was weird.
Kind of weird, yeah.
It was Conan O'Brien, maybe?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I don't really keep up.
It was so weird. And the host was, I don't even know what to make of this. But, okay, yeah, that's Hatsune Miku, everybody.
I can look that up.
I think he more took the marvels of technology approach to explain it.
Mm.
It was on David Letterman, right?
Letterman? Okay. I don't pay a lot of attention to I just know Last Week Tonight is awesome, and that's the one I watch.
It's
So,
pretty awesome.
yeah, it is. Okay. Right. Topics, because we've just finished the what we're doing thing. Well, I was totally paying complete attention because, I'm a professional and stuff.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, so, the first topic, what the fuck was the first topic? I need to remind myself, because this was one I came up with and I forgot completely. Right. So, a character or organization is super awesome, and they have these great ideas all the time, and they're super great and badass and smart and stuff. Except when they're not. Not everyone... seriously, is bat 1,000 the expression? I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Not every idea is a winner.
Yeah, sometimes there are a few duds in the mix. And, you know, unfortunately, it's the ones that go wrong that are most well remembered by people. And they end up being the measuring stick by which all of their actions are judged. And this is what I have dubbed the explosive tumors effect. Named for a certain race in Stargate universe, where there was this race called the Ancients, and they were the gate builders that designed objects that would allow instantaneous travel, interstellar travel. And they could traverse galaxies, and they could create city ships that could travel the stars and all this stuff. And they were so great and powerful and wise that they eventually evolved to the point where they became beings of pure energy. They also came up with a really stupid idea for an assassination plan by creating a machine that gave people explosive tumors.
Wait.
Because everybody wants that.
Okay, explain like that. That's pretty sweet. Or is it the person using the device that gets the tumors?
No, it's the person... Basically, anyone exposed to the device gets explosive tumors that will explode within about 24 hours.
It sucks.
Alrighty.
That seems like way too much. It doesn't seem worth it. Like,
yeah, that's kind of the problem. Also, kind of insane. Just all around hard to... Yeah. So, explosive tumors is when an idea is so baffling or poor or stupid or nonsensical that, you know, you just can't take... that it tars the reputation irreversibly. And you just... any plan that someone says that you could think of is like, yeah, that doesn't sound like something this great and wise and powerful race would do, but on the other hand, explosive tumors.
Yeah.
For example. So, yeah.
I'm trying to think of stuff like that, but there really isn't. A lot of people go out of their way to make those kind of perfect races perfect.
Yeah. Like, while I am saying that this is not exactly a good thing, it's that it's not a good thing in universe. From a writing standpoint, it's kind of important to make sure that your characters or organizations or races or whatever have flaws and don't always get the perfect plan that goes flawlessly every time. Sometimes they come up with some real shit sometimes. You know, it's humanizing that, you know, they make some really out there mistakes because, you know, they say everyone makes mistakes, but everyone makes stupid mistakes too. Like,
yeah.
So in universe, to what you're talking about, this explosive tumor weapon, how was it treated?
Like a complete failed experiment and a bad idea.
Okay.
Yeah, the entire concept was the ancients disappear, and then they leave behind a city, and it's the lost city of Atlantis. That's literally it. And explorers find the lost city of Atlantis, and hey, look at all this cool technology. We don't have a fucking clue what it does, but let's check it out anyway. Because, you know, it's a sci-fi show, and there are alien races that want to kill them and stuff, because that happens in sci-fi shows. And they discover this device and activate it by accident. And then they find out about 18 hours later exactly what it did.
Great.
Whoops.
Incidentally, this device killed one of the main supporting cast. So, yeah, they not only created this plot, the writers, I mean, they created this plot and then decided they really, really wanted us to remember that this happened and this was something that this race did. Because it's kind of hard to forget something like that when it kills a character that people care about. So, you know, it was a weird thing.
There's definitely some more impact there, yeah.
But yeah, like I say, it's worthwhile to have stupid plans appear every now and again. And as always, I end up bringing up Naruto, but not in a good way. That's also not that unusual, actually, now I think about it. That reverse harem no jutsu thing, that was a dumb plan. That was a dumb plan created by one of the most powerful people in the world. That probably the most powerful person in the world at the time.
Just because it worked doesn't make it not stupid.
Yeah. And it was always stupid. And again, it was humanizing that it was that stupid plan that he came up with as a kid that he ended up using at the very, very end, the very climax of the series.
Yeah.
I'm not so keen that it worked plot-wise and as a humanizing element to this godlike character at this point thing-wise. On the other hand, reversing it, that such a stupid thing would work on the, you know, I don't even know what to describe her as, Eldritch Abomination Lady.
The walking plot device?
Yeah, that it ended up working on her actually works in this exact trope in reverse, I guess. Because the ridiculous, stupid thing actually worked on her.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like an inversion, as TV tropes would call it. But, yeah. That's probably the best example, other than the, you know, one that I named after, that I can come up with.
Gosh, I don't know.
Was it on air that we were talking about the Dwemer stuff? Or was that?
No.
Okay. Does that count?
Accidentally destroying your entire race for no adequately explained reason?
Yeah, but people don't
Not really, because the reason wasn't adequately explained. They might have had a very, very good reason, but we'll never know about it.
Yeah. They also didn't really explain it, and people don't mention it. I meant just mention it in part. But,
On the other hand, the Fulma is probably a good example.
What happened with them again? All I know is they were trapped in caves, and it kind of mutated them.
Right. Basically, the Dwemer were like, hey, there was some cataclysm or something. And the Snow Elves, I can't remember what their mer name was, but, you know, the Snow Elves were like, we need your help, Dwemer people. And the Dwemer were like, okay, take this poison, and you can live with us.
What?
For no adequately explained reason. That was pretty much what happened, and then they turned into Fulma.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
I guess they don't want competition for best race?
No, I don't know. I mean, again, it's a race built around what was it? They call them the gods of logic and reason. And, hey, entire race of people that need our help. Poison yourselves, please. It's like, what? Why? Why? So, I guess that counts as an example. Just because it was so baffling in how there was no purpose behind it, as far as I'm aware. They just kind of did it for shits and giggles, or possibly an experiment.
Yeah. I'm sure there's probably a few in Mass Effect, but
it would be hard to pick them out over the other stupid plots that are apparently not supposed to be stupid.
Yeah.
Rogue Cell, etc.
Wait, what?
Everything that you saw Cerberus doing in the first game was apparently a rogue cell.
Oh, that, yeah.
Every single thing.
Wait, we were supposed to believe that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, the whole, Thresh's thing, and the whole possibly, causing the whole Soul Survivor background. And the, what were they called? The plant people thing?
Thorians?
Thorians, yes, those. And the murder of a rear admiral. Yeah. Rogue cells. All of them.
Totally believable.
Kylo Lang was probably a rogue cell as well, by the way.
Probably.
God, Mass Effect, you suck. Everything great about Mass Effect 1 sucks retroactively because of 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I know people say it's not the ending, it's the journey and all that shit. All that excusatory bullshit, no, it doesn't fly.
There should be an asterisk by that saying, unless the ending is so terrible. It ruins the journey as well.
Yeah. Makes me sad. So, I assume no one else can think about any examples. Okay. Rule for the future. When we come up with these esoteric topics that really need to be explained, we explain them in advance.
Yeah, give us some time to think about things.
Yeah, but explaining them now gives us time to fill air with it. So, there really aren't that many examples for this one, so I don't know.
Yeah, we need to explain on air as well, obviously, but the thing is, it causes a problem when the other hosts of the podcast don't actually know what I'm talking about.
That's a good point. All right.
Yeah. I figure you were going for a sort of live reaction to what the concept is when I explained it and gave the example.
Yeah.
The defining and naming example. But it was kind of more important that we all were on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. I thought it was a cool thing. An interesting device. So, next topic. Not pairing. So we've talked about pairings before. We all know what pairings are.
Yeah.
Like 90% of fan fiction revolves around them.
Yeah.
Probably more than that, because 90% of fan fiction is dude on dude, basically.
Unfortunately.
And then like 9% more of that is... No, I take that back. 90% of fan fiction is dude on dude or girl on girl. Yeah. 9% more of that is heterosexual. And then there is the 1%. 1% in a good connotation this time. Where there are no pairings. And pairings don't really come into the story at all. It's all about platonic relationships. Whether through male and female, or male-male, or female-female. All just, platonic. No
Yeah.
No sex, no romance, just people being friends or bros.
Friendship is kind of a really interesting thing to write.
Yeah.
Because, obviously, when you're dealing with friends, you have to take into account that friendships are very different depending on the people. Sometimes people are just complete dicks to each other, and that's how they're friends. Sometimes they're like you don't always get along with your friends, but you still hang out with them. And making that in a sort of especially the most difficult part is male-female friendship. And trying to establish that, because it's...
knee-jerk reaction for male-female relationships is to make it a pairing.
Yeah.
I found that the best way to avoid that whole boy and girl meet, they're a pairing. The best way to avoid that is to reduce the amount of time they interact.
And then you can't really sell the friendship angle if they don't interact a lot.
Yeah, but you want to try to hit a balance where they still meet, they still hang out, but you don't want to have it like, okay, they're trapped in this room with each other for 12 hours and they have to make conversation. I'm not saying that anything's going to sprout from that, but I'm saying that people in general will tend to, when faced with nowhere else to go with two people in a relationship, will tend to go for the pairing.
Yeah.
Simply because it's what they know.
Yeah.
And the best way to avoid that is to reduce the amount of quote-unquote affection points.
Like, even if you don't have, like, even if you, as the writer, don't have any sort of plans to make a male-female relationship any kind of romantic situation, there's going to be people pushing for it anyway.
Yeah, that'll happen no matter what.
Like, some of my stories I have kind of written in some platonic relationships. For World and Us, which is a story I really need to update, Kill la Kill and Persona, I don't have any planned pairings for that. Like, there are interactions and everything, but I really don't feel like a pairing would fit in that story. So I make it so the interactions tend to be just not in a good enough mood or environment that any sort of pairing could possibly happen. And it's kind of stopped myself, because I tend to write harem a lot. It's my default. It's my default mode. So you definitely have to work to restrain yourself if you can't explicitly write a friendship, or need to work on that.
Another way to do it, I guess, let the romantic situation happen, and then pass without anything romantic happening.
What
do you mean?
So you have the 12 hours locked in a room together scenario that's zero posited, and then they just spend the entire time talking and hanging out, just being friendly, no longing gazes or any of that nonsense, just being bros. And that'll, even for some of the diehard, not all of them, but some of the diehard romantic people, that'll kind of get the message across that this is not that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
They're just friends.
And plus, you have to worry about compatibility, and would this person really like this person, in this sort of environment? Because what I find is when you have people that are characters are really similar to each other, more than anything, they'll tend to be bros rather than anything romantic or anything. So, because they have common interests they can talk about and hang out about. And plus, they all have their interests in what they want to see in a partner. So, you have to determine that. And once you determine what kind of character this person will be romantically interested in, then you can write a friendship for a character that's not that type of character.
Yeah, big surprise. I'm really bad at this. Like, the least I can do is, like, have characters admit that the other person is attractive, and then just not act on it.
Well, that's progress, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that looking past the other person's, I don't know, physical appearance, I guess, is something I struggle with pretty much. Then again, that's sort of a problem in real life. So it's transferred personal issues, I guess.
Here's the thing.
Slice is saying he's shallow?
Maybe.
No. Just, it's difficult to form platonic relationships.
Okay.
So
Slicer wants to fuck everyone.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go with that.
like
Hey,
that's surprise.
That's what you said.
Here's the thing. I'm not even going to get on him that much for that because you know why? 90% of the fucking fiction we look at, all the girls are hot.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, we've pretty much, like, since we started looking at My Hero Academia and Manga Reflux, we've been every single episode hyping up Froggy-chan the entire time. And she's not even that traditionally attractive.
Not really.
She's not traditionally attractive at all.
She's got a great personality, though.
Sort of. Does she even... I mean, she has a good personality, but we haven't really seen a whole lot of it.
She's very likable as a character. Let's not get... I regret bringing this
sidetracked. If you want it, so basically, platonic relationships, like male, female, that's really easy unless if you're writing a more heterosexual story and the characters are heterosexual, that's really easy to write. Male, female, you need to obviously put some work in, and lots of options available to you. It depends on which way you want to go about it. Because as we mentioned before, you can reduce the amount of time they interact, you can have those romantic moments happen and then completely ignore them. You know, it depends on how you want to get your point across.
Yeah, and then you've got the other kind. Oh, not pairing.
What?
The awkward kind, the unrequited kind.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not something strictly related to fiction either. Because that happens a lot in real life.
Yep, sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. And you should mention in your story that it does suck. Or have... Cause,
situation.
yeah, because if you have a specific pairing in mind, lots of people have like the unrecruited love towards the main character or something, they're most likely going to get their feelings hurt if it's going to be a single pairing in the end. I mean, you could go for the whole harem, he'll just have everyone, but that's going to end up unhappy. He probably is.
Sort of.
Like in the
Don't
end.
crush Slice's dreams, Zero.
It really
For
depends.
that matter, don't crush my dreams either.
Yeah.
Slice has got dreams to move to Utah and where that shit's illegal.
Wait, what? No, I don't want a harem for me. I couldn't keep up. I admit my own limitations.
Yeah. It's a fantasy. No one's expecting this to happen in reality.
Yeah. But if you're having that whole awkward, unrecruited love thing, you know, people like that because of some people like that because of the whole, it adds a little bit to the harem aspect.
Some people do, a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
You will get a lot of stick from a lot of people that you'll make the...
You'll split the fence.
Yeah, a little bit. You will have people siding with the one with the affections, and then you'll have people siding with the one that doesn't have the affections.
Yeah.
Then you got... then things get complicated when it comes to writing it, because you have to try and... Well, you don't have to try and please both sides, but, you know, you're going to have... Some of the audience are going to end up disappointed.
I notice I've kind of been doing this in one of my stories, but you can't, if you write with one particular pairing for a while, like with the character interacting with one character for a while, and slowly the other characters start to kind of fade in the background, it has an effect to kind of diminish support for the other sides and diminish the impact of possibly choosing a single pairing. So you won't necessarily split the fan base and, oh man, chaos and everything. But you can minimize damage.
That was an entirely different subject. We weren't talking about, like, choosing one.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to say, unrequited love. Like you mentioned that picking and the whole thing, and it was bad, and I'm trying to work with it. All right, give me a break. I'm trying to find out where the topic is.
Yeah, I meant between the two people in the unrequited situation. So you have the one that has feelings for the other. Some people are going to side with them, even though you really shouldn't. Just saying.
Yeah.
That kind of person is kind of pathetic if they can't let it go. Just saying. Because that was me. I've been there. It sucks, but you move on. Anyway, and then you have people that side with the person that doesn't have feelings for the other person. And one of these two sides is going to be disappointed in how the story goes, because you can't have it both ways, obviously.
Yeah. That's what I was mentioning. Diminishing the one of the characters' roles to emphasize the other.
Yeah.
And that's one way to kind of get people on the band camp, I guess.
What?
Band camp.
What?
No.
Bandwagon?
Bandwagon? You mean?
Bandwagon, yes. Sorry.
One time at band.
This one time in band camp.
No. I can't. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't talk today. Gosh, this is what happens when you listen to Nyan Cat for 20 minutes. All right?
Yeah,
See what it's done to me? I can't talk anymore. I don't belong on this podcast.
Oh.
That's a bit far. We need your zany sanity.
I think Zero was fishing for. No, that's not true, Zero. We love you. Stay on the podcast. And no one said anything. And that's like, maybe don't go that far. Sorry, Zero.
You're making a point.
Okay, for the record, then, I like our dynamic as it is. I like everyone here.
Yay.
Seriously, last week sucked without Kenchi. It was like a piece was missing, and it sucked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Zero.
Hello? Did he get dropped from the call, or is he just not saying anything?
No, he's just not saying anything.
Oh, alright then.
I think he's sulking.
Aw.
Okay, this is getting a little weird, Zero, so if you want to jump back in, that'd be great.
Just move on to the next topic.
Alright.
Okay. Third topic is epilogues. This was actually a question from Sleeping Meerkat originally, but it's a topic. It's a topic-worthy topic, so we'll make it a topic. So, topic is epilogues. We've seen a few. Okay. Epilogues round a story off better than just ending it. That is, it gives a full, complete story, and it gives more than that. It lets you go into how the characters went on from the ending. That is a good thing when it comes to just that work.
Yeah. It sucks.
From the fanfiction side of things.
Sucks from fanfiction side.
Ish. Because the thing about an epilogue is, it usually takes place a while in the future.
Yeah.
And in the interim, a lot of things can happen. Like, anything can happen, for example. So, you could do whatever you want with that interim and just, have fun with it. And then you could completely ignore the epilogue. Because fun thing about fanfiction, you don't have to do what the fucking original does. You can completely ignore that shit if you want to.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's great. It's fucking great.
Epilogues can be they can leave a good taste in your mouth after the story, like eating a delicious cookie, or it can be horrible, like you just tasted medicine.
Yeah, and that mostly depends on what the person was looking for in the epilogue. And if it's not there, then they're going to be disappointed on it. So
it also depends on whether or not you want to make your story a tragedy.
Yeah.
You got expectations with the epilogue.
I'm trying to think of a single epilogue I've liked, and I cannot think of one. I've always had problems with them.
I liked Tokyo Ghoul's epilogue because they were like, it's all because it was kind of really sad in the end, and it's like, oh wait, no, he's probably back, and then they released a sequel series. Just like, wait, no, wait, it's not that bad. He's back.
Naruto's was passable as far as it could have been for what the series had been up to that point.
Yeah.
Naruto does a thing that I'm not sure I agree with, in that things happen between the end of the manga and the epilogue that you just kind of expected to assume happened, but they also did a movie tie-in with it to explain some of it. But the problem is that comes off as rushed and just, I don't know.
Yeah. Like I say, it could have been much ish. I don't. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not entirely sure what they could have done differently with that epilogue. It seems exactly what you should have expected from it.
Yeah.
Thinking back on it. All the characters get pairings like everyone wanted for some reason. Everyone has kids and everyone's happy, and somehow the skyscraper's in the background behind the monument. I don't know how that.
In 12 years,
happened.
they've got modern cities and stuff in 12 years.
Sure.
Just peace and stuff. I don't know.
You could argue because, like, with the ninja techniques and stuff, they could probably advance metallurgy beyond what we have now.
Probably.
But they just kind of don't. So it could be argued that they could have buildings like these, but they're less defensible, so they don't, because it's easier to use what they have.
Yeah.
And because it would be easier to replace.
Yeah.
Why am I trying to explain this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what should have had an epilogue, but didn't, and instead just continued on? Bleach should have just had an epilogue after Aizen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
At an absolute push.
They had an
absolute push. The Fullbringers arc.
Yeah, I like that one because it would have Ichigo with his powers back.
Yeah. Fullbringer arc, I honestly, like, when I was watching the anime version of that, and then it ended at the very end of that, where it showed, oh, he's going out and he's fighting, I'm like, there's your epilogue. There. Goes back to fighting and saving the world. That's an epilogue. You're done. You don't need to... No. Don't write more chapters, please.
You don't need Yoabak and the Quincy's and Superstar and Burnerfinger. I mean, you don't need all that stuff. And Fear Guy.
It sucks to lose some of them, sort of. But, yeah.
Life is an endless source of pain.
Yeah.
Nothing in life is anything but pain. Let's go listen to Linkin Park and freaking...
I've become so numb.
Let's go listen to Linkin Park with the lights out and the curtains closed.
At least Zero didn't go for the other Linkin Park song.
No.
Go on, Zero, go for it.
No.
Belt it out.
No.
Oh.
You know what? When I was a kid, I got 2 CDs from my older sister, and they were the first CDs I ever owned. It was the first music I ever owned. It was 3 Days Grace and Linkin Park.
Oh. Which 3 Days Grace? The debut one?
I
was a scene kid, remember? So. Yeah. That was a bad CD.
I think that's bad. One of my first CDs was In Sync.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, my first CD was 5, which is basically British NSYNC, so, you know.
I basically, I know a lot of Linkin Park songs, even though I don't want to anymore.
A lot of Linkin Park songs were actually quite good.
Some of them are really good, and I have
some of them were so fantastically bad.
Yeah.
Should we get back to epilogues now, or?
In your epilogue, you should play Linkin Park.
Please don't.
Paper Cut, preferably, because that's a good one.
Please don't.
Paper Cut's actually pretty good. You should play,
You should play What I've Done.
I was just gonna say it.
The song was ruined by Transformers.
Breaking the Habit, too, that was pretty good.
Breaking the Habit's actually a really good song. I like that. And Shadow of the Day was a lot more calm. Or was that Linkin Park? Yeah.
I don't remember that
It
one.
was either that or
it might have been
Grace.
after my time.
I don't know. I have those two. Linkin Park and 3 Days Grace, because of that, I have them as the same band now in my head.
You really shouldn't, because 3 Days Grace sucked by comparison.
Yeah.
Which is really saying something when the other band is Linkin Park.
Yeah, I have them. So that's probably 3 Days Grace song I just mentioned. I don't know. It's still Linkin Park to me. That's how much I care about Linkin Park. Yeah, I blame my older sister for a lot of things. But
anyways,
back on topic. In your epilogue, you should be playing Linkin Park, and you should have your characters screaming about their feelings. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Don't do that ever.
Literally,
maybe a
that's one of
prologue,
the worst things.
maybe not the song part, but yeah.
For an epilogue, I actually kind of liked what The World Godly Knows did for this, because he ended up going out. Yeah. World Godly Knows ended a while ago.
Oh.
What he ended up going with was he ended up deciding to go and talk to a girl that he actually really liked. You know, because he'd always had like that. He had to act like this character to get all these girls to like him, because he had to save his life and theirs. You know, so it was a forced harem that he really didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
The girl he ended up going for was actually the girl that already liked him before he started doing that. It was kind of cool what they did with that. You know, and it was the plainest girl of them all. You know, rather than all these other fancy or idol girl or other girl like that. And you know, I feel like, you know, your epilogue is your last chance to leave a strong impression on the reader about the characters and the setting and what you want to accomplish with your work. And if you want to get the message across and you feel like you haven't done a good enough job of it, or if you have done a good job of it, it's always best to leave a good final note with the epilogue that people can refer to.
Like, for example, the Naruto epilogue had Naruto being shown as being a shitty parent.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That's something we already knew was going to happen, though.
I didn't.
Knowing Naruto.
Seems like he'd
really,
be a good parent.
you would have thought that having been, you know, without family for all of his life, he would think, you know, my son's kind of lonely because I've been doing all of my work all of the time and never spending any time with him. Maybe I should stop being such a dickbag.
Yeah, I think the main problem is that he never had a real dad and mom, so he doesn't know how that works. And he never matured enough.
That would be the smothering parent route.
In the end, he never matured.
You're talking over each other. Yeah. One of you talk.
Right.
In the end, he never matured enough to be a full-on parent, I don't think. I think the lack of character development actually harmed him in the long run. Go figure.
So I say your turn.
That wouldn't go with the abandonment route, though. He would be a hover parent, a smothering or whatever. He might not be very good at it, but he would be there probably too much.
Yeah, but he wanted to be the Hokage, and don't you remember? That's all he wanted in life. He didn't want kids in life. He wanted to be the Hokage.
Kids hold you back from achieving your dreams, apparently.
This is not how maturity works.
It's not maturity. That's the exact... It's, like I said, he's not mature. He never got matured.
Yeah.
No, that's absolutely true,
He just got tiger print clothes. That's his maturity.
That's basically it. And he got the position of Hokage. So you know what he's going to do? He's going to be the Hokage. I have kids? What? Okay.
How'd that happen?
Okay, honey, you can take care of that. I have to fulfill my dreams because I'm going to be the Hokage. Oh, wait, I am the Hokage. Cool, I'll be the Hokage now.
I am the Hokage? Cool. And then he just kind of goes infinite loop like that because he's a fucking moron.
That's what happened.
Yeah, literally all of the time he's supposed to be doing Hokage work, he's just going through that cycle in his head, and that's why he doesn't go home.
I want to be Hokage. I am the Hokage. Awesome. Go me.
I'm so great, I should be the Hokage. Oh, wait, I am the Hokage? Wow, go me. I'm so great, I should be the Hokage. Oh, wait.
Oh, that's so believable, it hurts.
You didn't want to be
the other popular epilogue being Harry Potter.
Oh, God.
As much as I hate it, at least it's a straight, logical progression of things. People are together, they marry, that's pretty much it.
Ish.
I felt it really...
I am always going to have a problem with Albus Severus Potter.
Yeah, obviously, but, yeah.
Hey, what about, like, I don't know, why you didn't name it after Albus and Severus and, yeah, like, your uncle that was kind of there and you're not your
Godfather. Remus, or your parents.
Or your parents, you know, you have
he named his daughter after his mother, so that's something, I guess.
Yeah, fuck James, who cares about him?
Yeah, you have so many people who could, like, be actual inspiring figures, and you're going to name it after the people who...
screwed you over.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again.
Over and over again.
And was the literal cause of your parents' death.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Also, the whole pairing the really smart girl with the possible domestic abuser, plausible, probable domestic abuser, and then the protagonist who is weak-willed with the stalker.
The author, though, has gone on to say, I deeply regret that decision of that pairing.
Yeah, that was a bad decision, but
she was just like...
It made sense as far as the books had been written so far.
She's like, at the time, it was a good idea, and now I don't want it. I shouldn't have done that. And when the author says that, then you know it's really bad.
Mm.
That's why I'd be completely okay and definitely buy them if she just rewrote those books, all of them, with her experience now in mind. Yeah.
Mm.
It's implausible. It's not going to happen. I don't care.
It's not going to happen.
Want it.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess that does it for epilogues, do you think?
Seems like it, yeah.
Mm.
I can't think of any more epilogues that we could talk about, so, you know.
Yeah.
Your opinion on epilogues and fanfics?
Epilogues and fanfics. Well, it's not like there's going to be a fanfic of a fanfic very often, at least.
The first thing I thought of when you mentioned epilogues was Fairly English Story.
Yeah.
That was an epilogue.
Sort of.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't really. It was a big reveal, and then you're like, okay, but that reveal doesn't make sense a lot of the time. Some of the time, at least.
Yeah, he tried.
Put in the effort, it's just, you know...
I recently reread In Flight. That has a good epilogue. Like, I like that in that one, not everything is resolved and not everything is perfect. I pointed out to Sizer how Shiro and his sister's relationship does not get fixed, and it's kind of a gut punch when you realize how hard she was trying to be a good sister in the very early chapters. That they are so estranged that she does not want anything to do with him at all.
Yeah.
And sometimes it happens.
It's nice. It's not nice, but it's good and realistic that not everything gets a perfect bow happy ending.
Yeah. And to be honest, unless a lot of work is put into this, you're not going to get a realistic happy ending for everything. And I mean, you have to, like, your character has to be like, all right, I'm going to go and I'm going to get the best ending possible and make all the right decisions. But at the same time, even trying to do that, things are going to go wrong all the time. Like,
and a lot of the times, fixing one thing and fixing another are mutually exclusive. You can fix one, not the other.
Yeah. And sometimes if you fix one, it ruins the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really hard to do a good epilogue where everything ends up happy and it makes sense. That's really the key here, is you want to have that, at least some sort of realism behind it. Because happy fantasy, oh hey, everything's perfect now, it can leave a bad taste in the audience's mouth, or the reader's mouth, because it's just, okay, I'm glad everything went fine, but what?
Yeah. To bring it back to Naruto again, for whatever reason, it's odd how they did that. They didn't make everything happy and hunky-dory all the time, but they treated it like it was. The Sasuke and Sakura thing was a little...
Yeah, Sasuke's left his family to go out and do things alone in the forest.
Yeah, he's a deadbeat dad. How fucking wonderful. That's great.
Yeah.
Naruto's a deadbeat dad as well.
Yeah, but he didn't quite go as far as Sasuke did.
He didn't go as far as Sasuke did. But
they're
it's
kind
like,
of both dickholes, but you know.
Yeah, it's like... It was... I've mentioned this before. I've mentioned it many times, but it was the best ending they could have gotten given the circumstances.
Oh, I don't know. I think I would have preferred if Sasuke had got a Rasengan to the face, but, you know, that's just me.
Yeah, I would have been happier if it wasn't so happy. Not everyone wants the perfect happy ending, because that's not satisfying.
Yeah, but then you also have to consider the audience that he was appealing to, and the fact that Naruto had a very large following, and you have to kind of do a happy ending. Otherwise, a lot of people are going to be upset and disappointed.
I get the unfortunate implication that it's only not as happy as it is because they wanted to set up a reason for the sequel to exist.
So what is going to be like the entire first 3 arcs going to be searching for Sasuke or something? So
oh god,
yeah, it probably is. Orochimaru is going to be revealed to be the big bad, and then they're going to need backup, and then they're going to try to find Sasuke, and it's going to take forever. It's going to be the camping thing.
No. It's like they go to find Sasuke, and Sasuke just, like, walks out of a random building and like, oh, we found him on the first day. Go figure. That'd be great. I'd like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would certainly be better than the more likely alternative of they're going to find Sasuke, only it turns out that Sasuke is going to attack Orochimaru by himself, and then Orochimaru reveals that everything was all Konoha's fault in the first place, and then Sasuke is brainwashed again, and goes to attack Konoha or something again.
I hate
Yeah.
No. Orochimaru steals Sasuke's salad.
There's no, must not.
Yeah. Yes.
say
You
it.
can't make this joke because
Does he show it as well?
He totally does. I needed you to say that.
I hate myself.
I don't. I'm very pleased with you right now.
Yeah.
I think my nose is bleeding.
All right, so
okay.
Epilogues to some of the points that we have said so far. Make it realistic make it fitting. It doesn't have to fix everything, but it should be able to give closure and give the last final impact to the reader that you want.
And it should be consistent with what's happened in the story that people actually see. Like we pointed out for Harry Potter, the pairings are the pairings and then epilogue. So the pairings are the same. Because, having the characters, see other people and stuff and then get married to other people and then we don't see any of that, that's not satisfying.
Yeah. And if you have a message or a theme that you want to get across, it's your chance to finally hammer it home. So, I think we're done.
Yeah, that was a good topic. Better than the other ones. So, Johnny asked us a question.
Thanks, Johnny.
So, in short, how do you treat homeless people and people in need that you see on the streets and such?
If I have money in my wallet, I'll give it, but if they approach my car, I'm not going to roll down the window. Simply because I will be holding up traffic and I need to go places, and you shouldn't be trying to hold me up while I'm in my car. Because my wallet is in my butt pocket, and it's uncomfortable to take it out.
Yeah. That's why I don't keep it in my back pocket. But as for me, I live in a series of small towns. Like, if I drive 5 minutes, I can get to 3 or 4 different small towns. So we don't really have a homeless problem.
I see homeless people every day when I drive to school. At least I think they're homeless. They hold up signs asking for money. I don't know if they actually are, though.
I live in Stoke-on-Trent, which means people that ask me for money are either genuinely homeless, but will be spending the money I give them on booze or drugs, or are genuinely homeless, but are indistinguishable from the people who would spend the money on booze and drugs, or are in fact not homeless, and are just pretending to be, so they will get money from me. I know people from all 3 groups.
If you have a cigarette in your mouth, or anything like that would imply that you're going to waste the money, I'm not going to give it to you. Because I only give money to people who need it. Now, people who just want to buy cigarettes.
You give people the money to people who need it.
I think do
your best to do that.
Yeah. I don't always have cash in my pocket, so typically it's like, oh, I'm sorry, you don't accept debit, do you?
Yeah, I never have cash, so I can't really do that.
It's like, if I have a few bucks in my pocket, sure, but I don't typically have a few bucks in my pocket.
Incidentally, I'm also unemployed, so,
Yeah, you need all that money.
Well, technically unemployed. I technically have 2 jobs at the moment, actually.
Johnny boy, I'm going to ask you a question. How do you feel about wealth disparity and giving to the homeless? Let us know how you feel.
I don't need them to answer that question.
Tell me, Johnny boy, are you rich? Do you have tons of money? Are you poor? What is your problem with money? Why do we have to talk about money? Money is not something we should be discussing about in terms of disparity.
We are not the social commentary podcast.
Yeah, if you want us to give, homeless people money, that's a good thing. You should give people money if they need it, but,
Yeah, we're here to answer the more hard-hitting questions, like who has the best boobs in anime? That's the question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Can that be a topic next week? Now that I said it.
That could be a topic now. We got fucking time.
I need research. I need research time.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to go back to Sekirei.
We need time to go through this.
Okay.
This is important.
Okay, I'll add it to the notes for next week.
I'm dead serious.
Oh, yeah.
Question. Best boobs in anime. Kenchi. There we go.
Hey, see, answering the question actually did help us, so I guess I have to thank Johnny Boy for that. Cause
it's good to be prepared.
We're not a social commentary. We're no monuments to justice. But at the same time, ask us a question that we can answer without feeling like we're either Bad people or we're bad people.
All right. So, last week, we had some issues.
I had some issues.
Everybody
No,
had issues.
all of us had some issues.
Yeah.
So, obviously Ken, his computer exploded. And for the rest of us, we had connection problems up the arse.
Which seem to be fine now.
Yeah, so that's great. It was just a thing for the day, I guess. But because we were having so many problems, we basically did the what we're doing topic, then everything went to shit, then we came back because it was working again, then it went to shit again, then it came back, so we decided to do all the questions that people asked us, and there were quite a few of them. But, since Ken wasn't here, I figured we should have him answer the questions that we answered last week.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to start playing now, and Kat, you can just do whatever you want.
Don't be lame. So, Ken.
Yo.
First question. What D&D class would you be?
I don't even know what they are.
Fighter, ranger, cleric, thief, or rogue, whichever you want to call it. Mage, sorcerer, bard.
Rogue or fighter. Rogue or fighter.
Yeah. With my
Or monk.
Yeah.
Monk as well, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, rogue or fighter.
Okay.
Yeah, with my personality type, I ended up being a druid/cleric, because I'm a nice guy.
There was a quiz thing the person who asked it posted, or the person who replied to that person posted, and we took it. Basic human fighter. It sucked.
It's like 130 questions, by the way, so we're not going to be doing that right now.
Yeah.
I would be a fighter because I feel it was for obvious reasons, or I'd be a rogue because I feel like I would be a shitty human being if I had the means to be so. I feel like I'd be a dick.
I have no impulse control, so I mean, yeah.
Memory serves, Slicer went for ranger, archer, more specifically, but ranger.
Either archer or wizard with penchant for explosions.
Yeah, and I went for sorcerer, because you can be a dragon, so that's kind of cool.
Dragons are not cool.
They're not.
They are. Dragons are awesome.
You just ignore everything we say about dragons.
Hey, I'm Dragonborn now, that's racist.
Delakin, you're white, man, in Skyrim.
Don't try it. Don't try it. Please. God, don't do it.
Okay. Next question. For Kenchi.
Why do you keep doing that?
Kenchi,
Yes?
what do you think of wealth disparity?
It's bad. I don't fucking know.
Good answer.
I'm scared.
Next question.
I'm scared.
What's the first character death that made you cry?
The answer is all of them.
Ah! Is that what I've been doing? Jesus!
Yeah. That's what you've been doing. That's what you've been doing. How's it feel to have it done back at you?
It's like liquid chocolate in my ears.
I don't know. Let me think about it. It's gonna take some. Oh shit!
Correct answer.
I think there might be.
Yeah, I picked one. So there's an answer.
It's not anything related to Disney, but in one of the seasons of the Power Rangers, the Pink Ranger was killed, and that was sad to me.
Okay.
Oh, Pink Ranger. No, you were so actually you weren't important at all.
I was little. So
You know what was awesome? The Silver Ranger. Silver Ranger was the best. Or on occasion, the Green Ranger.
Because he was all evil and shit?
Yeah.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, so... but I'll accept it, so... Good answer.
For God's sake, stop!
It's even louder now.
I can do this, too.
Next question. What are your top 3 waifu?
Okay, stop it, or I will do that, and I will deafen all of you.
There is no correct answer.
There is, though.
Yeah, there is.
No, there isn't. I don't believe there is.
There is.
Like in everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this is in no particular order of importance, just in general.
Sure.
Let's see. First one off the top of my head when thinking about him is Ibuki from the Street Fighter games. Ninja Girl.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, her. Okay, yeah.
Next one would be, let's see, X-23 from, like, X-Men.
Okay. That's the Lady Wolverine, right?
Yeah, Wolverine's clone. Let's
pick.
see. Last one would have to be, I want to make sure I get the right one I actually want. This is hard.
Yeah,
How long did you guys actually think about this when you actually did it?
Well, a minute, maybe?
It took me roughly 20 seconds to find 3 names.
I'm pretty sure one of them was Hinata.
The first one was Hinata.
Yeah.
You're kidding here.
Yeah, here's the thing. I thought that too for a long time, but then I got over it at some point, and I don't care anymore. Damn. This is hard. Someone help me.
Pick one from an anime. You have a video game, comic, I guess, and then now pick one from anime or manga.
But nothing's jumping out of my brain at me.
There should be one that hops, Froggy-chan. Hops, frog.
She hasn't earned that spot yet.
Oh, fair enough.
I actually
I
have...
like the yet part.
Okay, stop that, please. I actually have managed to come up with 3 waifus that are probably the top 3. All right?
Thank God.
I finally come up with an answer to this after thinking it through.
Okay.
I'm going to say Lucina from Fire Emblem Awakening.
Good choice.
Mizor from Rosario plus Vampire.
Missouri.
Mizori.
E at the end.
Yeah. Because awesome ice powers plus Yandere-chan.
Yeah.
Fine.
And then I'm going to finish it up with... Probably going to end up being Aegis. Honestly.
Robo Waifu, yes.
Okay. Ken?
I can't think of a third one. It's really difficult. I'm really trying. It's hard for me because I don't pick favorites in most of these series.
I know,
Yeah.
me too, but I had to think it through. On if I had to be trapped in a room with 3 girls, I would rather it not be girls that I'd probably rather it be the girls I like the most. Honestly. I had to think it through as in, which girls would I not want to be with for a long period of time?
That's the problem for me because I don't hate anyone and I can pretty much think I get along with just about anybody. I don't think that...
Yeah, but it reduced the number, and then I was able to think, okay, seriously thinking, it's difficult. It took me like a week to figure it out.
Well,
That's because
I got 2 of the 3. I just need one more, and I can't think of one.
Like, you just need to be reminded of a series that you might have read or watched or played before. Because, like, I forgot about Rosario plus Vampire, then I remembered it, and I was like, okay, now I got it.
Can I leave this as a cliffhanger?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, okay.
Next week.
Kenchi,
Yes?
that was a failure to answer the question.
What was it? What's this voice supposed to be?
Next question.
It's not like I'm waffling. I legitimately can't give it the third answer. I don't know.
Would you ever write a Fate Stay Night fiction?
I don't know enough to do it justice.
Good answer.
Casey, if you keep doing this, I'll be very upset. Don't do it.
What?
My voice is way better at this than yours is.
I can make my voice deep, too. Look at me. I'm Gara.
My voice is better than everyone's.
But your mic isn't fucking up.
Yeah.
You gonna
Your
stop
mic
now?
is worse than everyone's.
Stop.
It tastes like iron. See? I can do Gara.
That wasn't Gara.
I know. Everything I say is a joke and should never be taken seriously, except for when I'm in for it to be taken seriously. That's up for you to decide when.
Anyway, so, we're at about, it's going to be a short episode this week, I guess. An hour and a half. Anyway, recommendations. Does anyone have any other than me?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah, I got one.
I could probably find something.
Slicer can go first.
Alright, I might have actually recommended this one before, but, it's The Bloody Ashikabi by, one second, I don't know the author, and I can't check because I'm halfway through one of the chapters. Right, link, check yourself anyway. And, your basic Harry Potter crossover. The Dursleys go to X location, and then I think they either leave him or they die in some horrible accident. I don't know. It's not really important. But, what's her name? Shit. The black Ashikabi, the one with the sword, gray hair.
Karasuba.
That's it, Karasuba. I cannot realize. Yeah.
God damn you Americans and your terrible pronunciation.
Whatever. Anyway, she effectively adopts him, straight Shoto and all that. But, yeah, I can't even, I don't know how to recommend it. It's a good story, but I don't want to spoil anything because it starts pretty much instantly. Aside from the basic, adoption thing. Once that's over with, things start happening pretty quickly. So yeah, that's mine.
Okay. Ken, you said you have one.
Yeah, okay. This one is One Piece fic. It's called 9 Minutes.
Oh, I recommended this one.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. Well, I second that then, apparently.
Yeah.
I
9 minutes. Pretty awesome.
I have original story and a fic that I'd like to recommend.
We should still do the fucking thing for Kenchi's because
Right.
It's been a while. 9 minutes is a story where Luffy dies in the fight with Crocodile.
Yep.
Ken, why are you recommending it?
I don't know. It just seems... I've been looking for like a decent One Piece fic that seems well written to me.
It is. It very much is.
The thing is, he does Luffy's personality weird. He kind of explains it away in Omaki. That because Luffy was rubber, the electric signals in his brain weren't getting there right, so he was stupid.
Yeah. That's not a terrible explanation.
It isn't, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. It is a very good fic, and that writer in particular writes pretty much everything that he has done well. He's done a fairy tale fic where Lucy was the dragon slayer of spirits, I think it is.
Oh, the one where she ate the keys?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, man. I wonder if
Yeah,
there's
the tetanus
tetanus
thing,
in
I
the other
remember.
stories. Did she ever get tetanus? I haven't been keeping up with it.
I don't think he's written a chapter since I mentioned it.
Oh, I would
I'm
be shocked
sorry.
if he didn't bring that up. It's just somebody joking about it. Just kind of a little nudge to his fans.
Yeah. And he has done a Naruto fic where he has a bloodline that basically lets him do the fishing technique that the second Tsuchikage could do.
Oh,
The what?
It's basically that, but a way better version of that.
all right.
The what technique? I didn't hear that.
The fishing technique. He can split himself into two, more or less.
Oh. Sorry.
Only the way it works for Naruto in the fic is he can use all of his chakra to create one clone. But that clone is still him. As in, literally him. You can kill the original and the second one will live on, and they're the same person.
Huh. You get a 1-up. That's pretty cool.
And he can do that every time he gets all his chakra back. So, given enough time, he could have an infinite army that, all have the same mind, basically. If memory serves, it was called, I can't remember what it was called.
Let me find it for you.
Yeah.
Check his page. The Perfect Jutsu.
That's the one, yes. Yeah, and it's perfect because he could literally be unstoppable if he just uses it right. So yeah. All of his stuff is pretty damn cool. He puts a lot of effort into it, so it's awesome. I have now seen 3 good One Piece fics.
That's a depressingly low number.
But it's an improvement over 1.
True.
So,
All right.
my recommendation... Zero had one, didn't he? Yeah, Zero.
I'm going to recommend... I don't know if I recommended this before. I don't think I have, but... have I recommended Arc yet?
Arc? Don't think so.
All right. Well, for those of you who like virtual reality type based stories, this is kind of in the same vein of Legendary Moonlight Sculptor, in that the main character is playing an online game, virtual reality game, and he's doing it for money because his mother is in the hospital and she's hospitalized, and he needs to get enough money to be able to pay for the bills while still going for this job that this company is opening, and he's one of the entrants, and they say, if you can accomplish this goal that we set in the game, we'll hire you, and you basically get a lot of money, you get a steady income. So he goes into it, he gets a hidden profession. It's very good. It's being machine translated, so, but it's also being cleaned up, so it's pretty readable. It's up to 12 volumes right now. 11 volumes complete. It's on its 12th volume of translation. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. I really like the characters. Yes, Casey, I am posting the link. And the other thing I'm going to recommend is The Whitest Man in Skyrim. Yay!
Yay!
I can second that. It's really good.
Because
they're overstating it, but I appreciate the vote of support. It's very nice.
Because self-inserts are hilarious. If done right.
No, they're not.
If done right. And by hilarious, I mean bad things happen to them. Because if I was in the Skyrim universe, I would not know what to do first.
Probably die to the first bandit you meet, honestly.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, well, if he got that far. As I mentioned in the fic, basically the first thing anyone does in a self-insert is say, okay, I want to change things for the better. And then you immediately confronted with Lokir, I think his name was, the schmuck who decides, hey, I think I can run away from an entire platoon of Imperial soldiers and get away when I have my hands bound. It doesn't work out for him. So a self-insert that is not particularly savvy might try and stop him.
You see,
and if they succeed in stopping him, though, the thing is, that would mean that the executions just go faster, which means that you would get to the chopping block sooner. The executioner was literally about to bring the axe down on your neck when Alduin showed up. If you help Loki, you die.
There's a higher chance of you dying, but yeah.
Yeah.
If all you need is a few seconds, you could probably just struggle a bit.
I like this line that Casey wrote in. Would the podcast crew have any idea I vanished? Would they go on without me? To which my answer is, we would know you vanished when you didn't show up on recording day, and then I would proceed to record the podcast, because I have the equipment to do so.
Aww.
It wouldn't be nearly as set up or as organized.
It wouldn't be nearly as set up or as organized, because you would have all the spare topics.
Oh.
So we would do my thing, as in randomly picking them, like you'd stop me from doing this time.
And then we would get Arxim on here. We would have 4 people again.
Wow. You're talking about replacing somebody.
And I would put your picture on milk cartons, but that would be completely ineffective because you don't live in my country.
Yeah.
Also, you would just be just drawing them on random milk cartons.
No, but seriously.
It's got really depressing and mean all of a sudden.
No, but seriously, Casey, you're an integral part of this podcast.
Fucking A, I am. I do everything.
True.
Well, I do the Photoshop and the
If Zero was editing the podcast instead of you, he'd throw in all kinds of shit.
Yeah, it depends on how lazy I am. I'm very lazy when it comes to my editing sometimes. But you know,
really, Mexican hat dance,
dude. It took me like a minute. Took me a minute to get it to download it at the most. And like I took a low quality image of Kiana and put a clip art Mexican hat on her, and that's real effort right there.
Yeah,
but
real effort.
Yeah, but no, Casey, you're an integral part of this.
Nice having real editing software. It's great.
Casey, stop with the self-pity. That's my thing.
You're taking Zero's role here. You can't. It's copyright infringement.
Yeah.
He stole it from me when he stole the fucking podcast. You were listening.
I'm just saying that the podcast has become an entity that will not die easily. We will be wounded, though.
It kind of died kind of easily after that because Casey, I think he's the only one with who knows how to distribute the money.
That's true. That's true. That is one thing. Without the money, we would die. Or we would start a new Patreon and we would just move all the patrons over there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay. I wouldn't do it.
No, Casey, you're irreplaceable. we have to have somebody who can deal with all my crap and then be a contrast.
We've been rambling in this little.
Did you just subtly call me a cunt?
No. No. I'm trying to cheer you up. I can't.
That was a very you pronunciation of that O.
Okay, what did you say? I was talking at the time.
I said I need somebody who can take all my crap and be a contrast, and because it's hilarious and it works out fine.
Stop saying it like that.
I just call you a cunt. That's awesome. Thanks.
So, Casey, you had a recommendation.
I did. Yeah. My professional. My recommendation.
Oh, God damn it.
Is getting revenge on people as soon as you possibly can.
That's good, doesn't it?
My other recommendation is called On a Pale Horse. It is by Hillian. It's been a long time since I've read it, so I'm literally rereading the summary to remind me what it is. You've seen Harry Potter fics where Dumbledore says, "Hey, I'm going to summon alternative Harry Potter." He does. This is a Harry Potter who has become the Master of Death, which is, in other words, to become death itself.
Yeah.
This would also be a Harry Potter that has lived through the end of the world and has gone insane several times as a result.
Wow.
And then come back to... Do you remember when Zero did the same thing in the Sekiri fic?
Yeah. Insanity is...
Where Minato went insane and then he got sane again, and then he went insane again, and then he got sane.
His sanity is bouncing back and forth.
Yeah. This is basically that. With the main character becoming an Eldritch Abomination and then being asked to save the world.
Awesome.
Yay!
I mean, who else?
And then the person asking expects them to save the world without complaint or question, and everything is going to be hunky-dory. That doesn't happen. Well, technically it does happen, but it's basically getting a tiger to kill the friggin' mouse.
Yeah, it's a lot of kicking and screaming, and not done by the protagonist asked to do the saving.
Yeah. So, no, that's not actually what happens, Ken. It's, like I said, it's tiger to kill a mouse. So the mouse is a problem that you need to deal with. But you decided, I don't want to deal with that, so I'm going to get something that could deal with it easily instead. Only the thing that could easily deal with it could kill you 1,000 times over without trying. So, yeah.
It was not a good decision.
It's funny. That's the point of the fic, thankfully. If this was just a God mode character, then this would be boring as sin. But it is a humor fic first and foremost. And a lot of that comes from how, let's call him Death Harry, does not realize how a lot of the reactions to him actually are. He thinks that people are bowing and scraping to, be subservient to him, when really they're just petrified out of their minds and they don't know what's going on anymore because his aura is so all-encompassing and terrifying. Yeah. Thanks. Oh, that's
really weird there. It was pretty fitting.
Yeah. It's good. It's a lot of dark comedy, as you might expect in this kind of story. So it's good fun.
Casey?
I'll have to check that one out. It sounds interesting.
Casey, I'm sorry.
Thank you for apologizing. You hurt my feelings.
But
it's okay, because you apologized.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I just meant to say that we had a nice dynamic in the podcast, and that you were a very important part of that.
And now we're all friends again. You know what? Friendship is magic.
Ugh.
I think I'm going to leave the call right now, just because you said that.
Okay.
Friendship is drugs.
Apparently.
Oh, and he did leave the call. That's nice.
All right, then.
You don't get to leave, Zero. You don't get to leave.
No!
How the hell did you do that?
You can just add him back to the call.
Yeah,
right.
I just decided to come back.
Oh, okay.
Zero tried to flee, but he can't escape.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're done, since we have everything done, pretty much. On a play, that's not what I said. On a pale horse. There we go. Link done, finished. Alright. So, I would like to thank everyone for listening to the Fandom Flux podcast, episode 79. If you'd like to get in contact, you can do so through the blog. You can do so through the Blogspot page in the comments, or our own personal profiles in fanfiction.net, or through the YouTube channel through the comments. Please donate on Patreon if you feel so inclined. Once again, I would like to thank everybody for listening to the Fandom Flux podcast, episode 79. Bye now.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks, Hal.